Okay, everyone, we're going to do a little bit of long division review for this assignment. So what we're going to look at is the first example we're going to look at is 13 over 4, which is the same as saying 13 divided by 4. Now in long division, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take a look at how many times 4 goes into 1, because that's the outside number goes into the first number. And we know that 4 does not go into 1. It goes in 0 times. And we can check that by saying 0 times 4 is 0. We draw a line. 1 minus 0 is 1. So the next thing you do in long division is you bring down the next number here. And then you ask yourself how many times this number goes into this number down here. So how many times does 4 go into 13? It goes in 3 times. And we can check that again. 3 times 4 equals 12. And 13 minus 12 equals 1. Now, we can stop here and say that 13 divided by 4 equals 3 with a remainder of 1, or we can continue. But if we continue, we notice that there is no number here to pull down. So what we have to do is we have to add a decimal point behind the 3 and a decimal point behind our answer, and we add a 0 because 13.0 is the same as 13. We bring down that 0 and we get 10. So now we ask ourselves how many times 4 goes into 10. And we know that 4 goes into 10 2 times. We double check. 2 times 4 equals 8. And 10 minus 8 equals 2. Once again, there is no number here, but we can add a 0 because 13 is the same as 13.00. We bring down our 0, and now we have 20. So we ask ourselves how many times 4 goes into 20. And we know that 4 goes into 20 5 times. So we check 5 times 4 equals 20, and now we have a remainder of 0. We can now safely say that 13 divided by 4 equals 3.25. Now, if we look at our example on our worksheet, we see that we have 1/2. And 1/2 is the same as saying 1 divided by 2. So 2 goes into 1 0 times. 2 does not go into 1. 0 times 2 equals 0. And 1 minus 0 equals 1. So again, we're left with the same problem we were in the last one, in that there is no number here to bring down. So we put our decimal point behind the 1, a decimal point in our answer, and we put a 0 here because 1.0 is the same as 1. We bring down our 0, and now we have 10. So 2 goes into 10 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 minus 10 is 0. So we can safely say that 1 divided by 2 is 0.5.